All right. Everyone has seen or heard about the woman. I think her name was Taisha or Taikisha something, whatever. Ty something Britain. Single mother. 6 kids. Goes on Craigslist. Help me, help me. GoFundMe. Um, the whole thing. Basically, she gets bailed out. 6 kids. Six. So I went to go look at, I went to look at the comment section of a couple of articles that had been written. Um, One was on, I can't, anyway, a couple of newspapers. And the comment sections had been closed. I think the reason why the comment sections had been closed was because people were being very critical of her and her behavior. Now, one thing that I did, okay, yeah, Washington Post. I forgot I have the article sitting here. I have the window opened up here on my browser. I forgot that I had done that. Um, anyway, I just want to read this one paragraph, and then this is what is like just baffling the shit out of me. I can't figure this out. So let me read. Britain, that's the woman, said she went back to cosmetology school this year because her fiance, Donnell Booker, was earning enough at his construction job to handle their 1,450 a month rent in Oxon Hill, Maryland. But then his hours were reduced and the bills piled up. A look at one of his recent paychecks shows that he earns $17 an hour, and on a week when his gross pay totaled why am I stuttering and shit? Anyway, when his gross pay totaled $204 after deductions for taxes and child support, his check was for $21. Let that sink in. What I absolutely cannot understand as a father myself is the idea that if I already had children and I was already paying child support, the last thing that I would do is go find another woman and get her pregnant. On top of that, the idea of getting another woman pregnant who already had 5 kids is absolutely, unequivocally irrational, illogical, stupid, and it goes against the idea of me providing a better life for my children. In other words, in the evolutionary sense of things, like maybe my lizard brain or something clicks on and says, hey man, don't do it. I can't understand the idea of people who are so, I don't know how to describe it, who are so just into the idea of getting pregnant or getting some woman pregnant that they forego all logic and reason. I mean, yeah, I guess on some sense it makes sense for a man. You know what? Hold on, I gotta take my computer and plug it in because it's gonna die. Its battery's at 10%. Okay, sorry about that, but Straight Shooter channel is not about all fancy smancy fucking shit. I just do spur of the moment. I can't understand the idea of just like a spray and pray mating strategy. In that, yeah, I guess I could be out here and I could be a player or a thug or whatever, and I could get a bunch of women pregnant. But what kind of women are they? Like, if I have children by a dumb woman, then my kids are going to be fucking dumb, right? And here it is. This woman obviously has no impulse control at all. She's got 5 kids already that she can't afford. And you know what? If you look at the picture, not all those kids have the same father. So she just, again, she runs into serial impregnator dudes, right? They get her pregnant, and then they whatever, for whatever reason, they're gone. Why would a woman? It's like they're voting for their own self-destruction. Like, I think about the way I think about this is I think about, okay, so let's say we were Paleolithic cave people, something like that, right? Men, because of our brains and our bodies, we're better hunters. Women, because of their their physical and mental makeup, they're better gatherers. It's not good or bad. It just simply is what it is. It's human nature. It's fucking planet Earth. That's how it rolls. Okay. So first of all, men are better at protecting and providing for families. Okay. So you would think that a woman would think before she fucked anybody, because if she gets pregnant by a dude who's no good and doesn't support her, she can't fend for herself. I mean, how are you gonna hunt whatever it is that you're trying to hunt so you can get something to eat while you've got a crying baby sucking on your tit? Not gonna happen, right? You need a man for that. But if you get with a no good man who's not gonna stick around, the baby's gonna die. And more than likely, the woman's probably gonna die too. So why I'm trying to understand. I mean, and I know that there's women out there that watch my channel from time to time, and they leave all sorts of fucked up comments and shit, and they thumbs down the videos. So I really want you to answer this question: why? Why do you do that? And then something else too. How come women don't check other women who do this type of stuff? Why? I mean, you're turning the human race. I'm not just talking about specifically any one particular demographic here. I'm talking about race in general. You're turning the evolutionary clock fucking backwards when you do this, when you allow this type of stuff to happen. For you people who donated money to this chick, you're fucking it up. You're making it worse. You might be like, yeah, well, the kids don't deserve to suffer. You know what? They don't. They really don't. But at the same time, this needs to end. Because the more you keep bailing these women out, the more you keep bailing these kids out, what's going to end up happening is these kids are going to think that they don't have to do anything to earn a living, right? They're going to think that somehow, some way, they're going to get bailed out. That they should just get shit for free. That they shouldn't have to work. And then eventually, that entitlement attitude is going to turn into some type of crime. And then they're going to end up getting shot or fucked up or something like that. Because you come to my house thinking that I owe you anything. I don't owe you shit. Everything in this fucking house I worked for, I earned off my back. The sweat of my brow. I owe you nothing. I owe you fucking nothing. Hell, you're getting me as it is in taxes. I owe you fucking nothing. But yet it continues, man. I think the term for it is dysengenics or dyseugenics. It's happening every day. So now what? And all you bitches out there talking about you bash black women. I'm not bashing anything. I'm just, if that's the case, then you need to blame the Washington Post newspaper for bashing you, because all they're doing is pointing out what the hell is going on. This is out of control. 6 kids. And she couldn't figure it out. 6. Dude, I cut my thumb at work once because I did 2 things wrong. 2. 1, I didn't have a fresh blade on my knife. The blade was dull. And 2, I was cutting toward myself. Now, after I cut myself, I made one mistake. I fucked up. I admit it. I have to own it, right? But now, when I cut anything, I always cut away from myself. Always. So I can see one mistake. You fucked up once. I can understand that. 6? Making the same mistake 6 times? 6. 6 times. And you wonder why people voted for Trump.